Kumusta kayo mga kaibigan, mga countrymen ko po dito sa Malaysia? Mga kababayan, countrymen ko, Filipinos dito sa Malaysia, and particularly dito po sa Sabah is Malaysia, and very specific dito sa Kota Kinabalu City. Ito po si Nico Fabian. This is Nico Fabian once again in our program NikTok, the Real Talk with Nico. And today it's July 11. July 11. Is it July 11? 12 July, medyo na-confused na tayo po ang ano natin, ang araw natin. But anyway, okay, the title of my program for today is, of course, confused na po mga tao. And emotional yan po. Yun nag-comment, nagsalita tungkol sa impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. People are confused. And a lot of people are talking emotionally, talking about the issue of the impeachment trial of Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. Confused in the sense that we don't know. We don't know who is telling the truth. And the only answer that we can get in order for us not to be confused is to prolong our patience. Prolong our patience and wait until July 29 or end of this month, wherein the Senate, Senator judges will start the ball rolling. They are going to discuss about the whether the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte will push through or will not push through. And let's wait and see lang. And konting pasensya lang tayo po. Wait until the right time po. And the right time will come on or at the end of this month. SONA of the State of the Nation of the President is scheduled on July 28. And of course, before the SONA, that will start around 4 o'clock in the afternoon on July 28. In the morning, we will see the resumption or the start of the 20th Congress of the Senate, and of course nandyan na po ang House of Representatives. They will be electing House of Representatives. They will be selecting or electing their Speaker of the House, and at the same time the Senate will also be electing their new president, Senate president. So it is a fight between former Senate President Tito Soto and incumbent Senate President Chis Escudero. On the other side, the House of Representatives, it is highly speculated based on the figures that the supporters of Congressman or Representative Martin Romualdez claim that they have the number, and it is they're confident that Representative of Congressman Martin Romualdez will retain his post as the House of Representative Speaker. Let's see po what will happen po. Let's see what will happen. But anyway, I will share with you the interview between very popular commentator and talk show TV program si Boy Abunda, wherein he interviewed this Senator Alan Cayatano on the issue of the impeachment. And as based on my title, na nakita natin po na sabi ni Senator Alan Cayatano that people are confused, and a lot of people are talking about this issue, and that is the reason why people are confused po on the issue. But before I will give you this thing, or will touch on this issue, let me share you a story. A story dito po sa Sabah on something like 155 mountain climbers in dito po sa Sabah, sa Mount Kinabalu, the tallest mountain in Southeast Asia, wherein they were stranded yesterday. They were stranded yesterday, and yeah, that's it. stranded, and I'll give you the story on this particular news article po. And the title of the news article, o headline din yan po dito sa Kota Kinabalu, the title of the story is Mountain Guides Lead 155 Climbers to Safety as Flash Flood Hit Mount Kinabalu. Mount Kinabalu. Yun po. Mount Kinabalu is very known not only in Malaysia but also in Asia and around the world because it is the tallest mountain in Southeast Asia. And nandito po ang details of the news article. And news article coming from the Star, Malaysia. A total of 155 climbers on Mount Kinabalu were safely guided down by mountain guides early yesterday morning after sudden floods occurred at the Cayatano checkpoint due to heavy downpour or heavy rainfall. Sabah Parks confirmed that the flash floods started at around 6:15 a.m. yesterday when torrential rain hit the summit area, causing a rapid surge of flowing waters to sweep across the 7-kilometer trail section, one of the final stretches before the peak. The SAR team, Mosar, and the mountain guides monitored the situation and determined the area was safe to pass using safety ropes installed at the site. All 155 climbers successfully crossed the fast-flowing water by around 7:48 a.m. yesterday, they said in a statement issued last night. They said the weather monitoring precautions are carried out daily by Sabah Parks SARS as early as 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. to ensure the environment is safe for climbers. If the weather remains unsafe, park rangers or SAR personnel will brief climbers and announce the closure of summit climbs, said Sabah Park, adding that such water surge were normal during heavy rain. On the day of the incident, Sabah Park's SAR had conducted weather monitoring and found the condition to be safe. The summit trail was open at 3:26 a.m. However, by around 6:15 a.m., the weather changed suddenly with heavy rain and strong winds, causing the formation of flash flood at the Cayatano checkpoint, they said. The descending climbers had to cross the flash flood area with assistance from the mountain climbers. Delikado yun po. Sabah Parks has already established safety SOPs for climbers that take into account weather conditions on Mount Kinabalu. Climbs to the summit will be closed if weather conditions are deemed unsafe, they said. We advise the climbers not to panic if they encounter similar situation. Climbers should always follow instructions from SAR personnel and maintain guides for everyone's safety. Videos showing the climbers are being ushered across the waterlogged trail have been circulating online sa social media ito po. Some climbed, they were temporarily stranded due to the bad weather condition. Mount Kinabalu, standing at 4,095 meters, is Malaysia's highest peak and draws hundreds of trekkers each week. Each flash floods and extreme weather conditions or events have become more frequent due to changing climate patterns, prompting calls for tighter security measures on the mountain trail, Yan po ang sitwasyon na yesterday, early in the morning, dyan po sa Mount Kinabalu. Mount Kinabalu, for your information po, that's a national park. Now, if you are coming from the city proper, Kota Kinabalu city proper, you have to travel by land to the national park, and it would take you something like 2 hours. 2 hours po, and once you reach there, then climbers will have to be, they have to register, and after registration, then they will be scheduled to start the climb. So, ganito yan po ang sitwasyon, and we are very happy to announce, that all the 55 climbers yesterday po are safe now, and nothing to worry po, nothing to worry. So, ingat lang tayo mga climbers dito po sa foreign climbers, both domestic and foreign visitors who would like to climb Mount Kinabalu. Make sure that you really follow instructions po. This Mount Kinabalu is very popular, and I myself would continue to promote Mount Kinabalu to my friends, to my countrymen in the Philippines po. If you want to experience, or yung mga mountain climbers natin po in the Philippines, if you want to experience climbing the tallest mountain in Southeast Asia, then come to Sabah and experience the climbing to Mount Kinabalu, and see the majestic view of Mount Kinabalu. Maganda po ang Mount Kinabalu. Very nice. I've been there for many times since my stay here in Kota Kinabalu, and I will really encourage all of you, those, especially those who have the desire or enthusiast to do some mountain climbing. Although ako po, I've been here in this profession, in the media profession, covering the events, international Mount Kinabalu International Climathon. Dito po sa Kota Kinabalu, I never climb po. But anyway, I still encourage all of you. Shoutout muna tayo kay Ramboa. Thank you for watching, and hope you are doing fine. So, ganito yan po ang sitwasyon, and this time around, I'm going to share with you ang footage po, ang footage ng flash flood dyan po sa itaas ng Mount Kinabalu, and paano po ang mga tao, ang mga climbers po, they were being, what do we call it, rescued? Or properly guided as they descend, as they go down from the peak. Maganda ang peak talaga yun po doon. As you go down, and then flash flood, nahirapan sila po. But anyway, let me share you itong footage po, so you will have the idea kung paano ang experience ng mga climbers po yesterday morning. Yesterday morning is July 10 po, July 10. So, let's watch and listen to this video clip.
Took a dramatic turn when heavy rain since dawn triggered a flash flood along the Mount Kinabalu Trail. Around 6 a.m., a powerful surge of water turned the descent route to Panalaban Base Camp into a deadly torrent. In a now viral video, climbers can be seen struggling to stay upright amid the rushing water, clinging to safety rope pieces. Temperatures dropped sharply to 1 degree Celsius, with wind gusts reaching 20 kilometers per hour. The atmosphere was tense, but relief came when Sabah Parks confirmed that there were no fatalities or serious injuries. A local mountain guide noted that such incidents are not uncommon. Trails become extremely slippery and dangerous during heavy rainfall. He urged climbers to always carry rain gear and safety equipment, never push beyond their limits, and follow the guide's instructions without hesitation. Standing at 4,095 meters, Mount Kinabalu is truly breathtaking, but its unpredictable weather always brings real challenges. Awareness and thorough preparation are the key to ensuring a safe and memorable expedition.
Alright, yun po, nakita ninyo po, no? So, ang paano nahirapan ang mga climbers, ha? Difficult the situation of the climbers when they experience or they encounter this flash flood dyan po sa Mount Kinabalu, no? Mount Kinabalu, on the peak of Mount Kinabalu. Mount Kinabalu is that, again, the tallest mountain in Southeast Asia and very popular. Every week, we can see foreigners from different countries. They come down to Sabah only to climb Mount Kinabalu. And not only white people coming in, Japanese coming in, even Filipinos, mountain climbers, Filipino mountain climbers, they also come to Sabah and participate. Itong annual event natin po, ang Mount Kinabalu mountain climbathon event po, no? It will take 2 days for a normal person, a climber, to reach the peak of Mount Kinabalu. But during the climbathon, po, no, winners can only make it up and down. You go up and you go down. It will only take them roughly around more than 2 hours only po. More than 2 hours. So, popular talaga ang sabihin natin ang Mount Kinabalu, and this is what happened, and thanks God. Today is Friday, and thanks God po. Nothing happened. Not even one were injured during their difficulties yesterday morning dyan po sa peak ng Mount Kinabalu. I'll show you another footage, video footage shared by Malaysian The Star media outlet. Andito yun po. Hold on, Ito po isa pa. Alright, nandito.
Dozens of climbers were temporarily stranded, while others had to brave the strong currents of water flowing from the top of Mount Kinabalu following downpours in the wee hours of Thursday. From videos circulating online, groups of climbers were seen clinging onto the ropes amidst the water flow, believed to be around 5 a.m. Their guides led the way in the front and at the end of each group to make sure that they threaded on safe and secure footings. According to sources on the mountain, those who were late to make their way up had to postpone their ascent due to the rain, but at around 3:30 a.m., many chose to turn back from Sayat as there was no signs of the rain ceasing. As for those who had to descend from the peak, they made it safely to the Laban Rata rest house at around 6 a.m.
Alright, ayun po. That's the video clip shared sa social media po. Nagiging viral itong video clips natin sa Mount Kinabalu. Sa Mount Kinabalu situation. Mount Kinabalu situation. But anyway, we're happy nothing happened. And this morning, as I was monitoring the news dyan po sa Pilipinas, I also saw they also mentioned itong programa ni Ted Filon this morning. They also announced or also carried out the news about the 155 climbers being rescued or guided to safety as they descend Mount Kinabalu. So, yun po ang sitwasyon. So, as I was saying, Mount Kinabalu, the majestic view, very fantastic po. Maganda talaga po. Now, once you climb, you have to have your gear properly. You must have a proper gear and, of course, preparations. Maybe it will take 2-3 months for you to prepare. Why I said this? Because my wife, she married low. She also climbed there. I think second time already now she climbed. But I saw her, she has to prepare. Prepare exercise for more than 2 months. Then only they attempt to climb Mount Kinabalu. Mount Kinabalu po. Difficult, but enjoying according to them, but not for me. Not for me. I don't like climbing. I don't like climbing mountains. Anyway, yun po. But don't you know, let me share with you another footage po, no? Paano ang Mount Kinabalu is very popular to other countries po, not only in Asia but also Western countries po, no? I will show you one video clip dito po, wherein one Japanese, alam na natin po, itong mga Japanese, they are very adventurous, daring, no? Aggressive when they think about adventure. Now, in 2023, if I'm not mistaken, very specific, I think it's in March 2023. There was one Japanese mountain climber who came to Sabah and climbed Mount Kinabalu. But this time around, it's a different style po. He don't use mga gear for mountain climbers, no? He did not do that. He wants to be unique. He wants to break a record. So what he did is, he was in his business suit. What business suit? It means tie, coat and tie siya po. With leather shoes and business bag. And he was successful. He was successful. No? He became a viral also in the media during that 2023 adventure of this Japanese mountain climber po. And mind you, it's not only this businessman, no? For your information, sabi nila mahirap to climb Mount Kinabalu. But for your information, even a 90-year-old man managed to reach the peak of Mount Kinabalu. It was another record for Mount Kinabalu for Sabah. See? Even person with disabilities, because the Sabah part, instead of the natural way in climbing, mga very tough yun po, no? So they started doing itong mga staircase to make it easier for climbers to climb. Although it will take 2 days for you to reach the peak, no? But what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not impossible for those who are having some difficulties or people with disabilities. Now they can climb Mount Kinabalu, provided they exercise. Even a 19-year-old man climb Mount Kinabalu. And anyway, let me share you itong video clip ng Japanese who climb Mount Kinabalu hanggang sa peak talaga po, no? Hanggang sa peak talaga with a coat and tie. With a coat and tie. So let's watch this video clip po for your information po. Okay, you hold on.
News of a man successfully scaling Mount Kinabalu in a full suit is true. Social media platforms have been abuzz with postings of the man on top of Mount Kinabalu in a tailored suit. He is Japanese businessman Nobutaka Sada from Tokyo, who managed to reach the summit on Thursday. In a Facebook posting, the father of two said he did this to show people how durable and comfortable the Sada brand suit was.
はい、サダのオーダースーツで、マレーシアのボルネオ最高峰キナバル山に、挑戦しているサダです。京都までね、山小屋に着きまして、さっきまで雨降ってたんですけど、晴れてきたんで、明日朝一から、ご来光山頂でと出発しますんで、晴れることを祈って頑張りたいと思います。
Nobutaka Silva said he and his friends climbed the 2,300-meter elevation in tropical humidity and got rain on. But all went well, and he managed to still stay stylish and looked his best on top of Low's Peak. The businessman said he will share a video of his journey in YouTube under the I Tried It With an Order Suit channel, which is filled with him wearing a suit while performing various activities, including skiing, diving, and fishing.
Yun po, no? Yun po, Japanese. Mountain climber po went up to the peak of Mount Kinabalu with a business suit. Coat and tie po. Maganda. Sometimes looks funny, but it's a reality. Real talk lang yan po. Real talk lang yan po. So, yun po. This is how popular Mount Kinabalu. And of course, I myself would encourage, no? As long as you're fit, come to Sabah and view the majestic view of Mount Kinabalu, dyan po sa National Park natin, or namin dito po. And if you have enough energy, maybe you can register and climb, trek ang para sa peak ng Mount Kinabalu. So yun po ang latest information regarding itong nagiging viral ang video po, not only here in Malaysia, but also in the Philippines and other parts in neighboring countries po, about the 155 climbers who were stranded during the flash flood at the peak of Mount Kinabalu yesterday morning, July 10. All right, this time around, let me share with you ang talk show ni Boy Abunda with Senator Alan Cayatano po regarding the issue of impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. Inday Sara Duterte po. Let's listen to this and kayo nang bahala po. Anong mga conclusions ninyo? Reactions ninyo po? Kayo nang bahala. My purpose is I want to share with you this video clip dahil po so you will really understand kasi si Senator Alan Cayatano explain po ano talaga ang reason behind why this impeachment trial were delayed, why the Senate decided to return back the charges to the House of Representatives for verification and certification purposes, why it was delayed. Why it was delayed. So, ang mga issues of mayroon ba jurisdiction po? That's another thing po. Whether there was a violation on the one policy ruling sa impeachment of any impeachment ng government servant po. So, ito po, let me share with you ang interview of Boy Abunda to Senator Alan Cayatano. Let's listen to this po.
Kasi meron fact, meron opinion. Okay. Diba? So, ganun din sa batas, may doktrina, meaning sasabihin mo, yan yung existing doctrine ngayon. Diba? A good example niyan is, diba, medyo iba-iba yung opinion nung sinabing disqualify yung nanalong candidate sa Manila, and then ang second placer ang uupo. And then may lumabas na Supreme Court decision na sabing hindi pwede yung second placer, di ba? So what my point is, Kuya Boy, is that it's a fact, this is halaman. If I look, if it's tunay na halaman, it's a fact na tunay halaman. Kung plastic, then it's artificial. What's an opinion? Maganda ba, Kuya Boy? Kasi baka yung maganda sa'yo, hindi sa akin. Subjective, in other words. So good example yung sa ombudsman. Kasi ako, naawa din ako sa ombudsman. Kasi kung hindi siya kumilos kaagad, ang sasabihin kita mo, walang nangyayari sa ombudsman, ang tagal-tagal. Nung kumilos siya kaagad, bakit ka sumagot kaagad? Bakit ka bakit mo pinadala kaagad? Walang nag-complain, no? So there's a leading congressman na nagsasabi nga na if you look at some Supreme Court decisions, pag impeachable
officer, hindi mo siya pwedeng kasuhan muna sa ombudsman. Dapat ma-impeach muna. Okay. In the meantime, if I'm not mistaken, nag-statement yung ombudsman that he will give way to the impeachment court. So meron naman respected law professor na naglagay sa Facebook na, sandali lang ha, hindi immune ang vice president sa suit. So pwedeng tumuloy yung ombudsman. So all of these are opinions, kaya fair game, di ba? But, halimbawa, Kuya Boy, yung nagsasabing hindi pwedeng i-dismiss ng impeachment or ng trial court, ng impeachment court, na yung Senado yon, ang impeachment complaint, di ba? That's not an opinion. It's a fact that you can dismiss it, you can hear it. And when you hear it, you can acquit or you can convict. Why can you dismiss? Because always, ang unang titignan ng korte, yung jurisdiction. So ngayon, may jurisdiction ba o hindi? Opinion ulit yun. So ang point ko lang, Kuya Boy, sa sobrang emotional nung issue, and hindi lang naman to impeachment kung sino din ang gusto mong kandidato hindi sa 2028. I'm talking about the public ha. Kami kasi nag-swear kami, di ba? Political neutrality. So dapat, hindi namin iniisip yon. But yung mga nagko-comment, hindi mo matatanggal na sa isip nila. So naghahalo-halo ngayon lahat. Kuya Boy, yung facts at saka, kaya maraming fake news ngayon. Maraming nagsasabing, hindi pwede yan. Kaya nung isang araw, ang sinabi ko sa media, ako'y nakikiusap sa legal luminaries, sa mga law deans, law professors, iklaro natin yung hindi dapat at yung hindi pwede. Diba? What you can do and what you shouldn't do are two different things. You're under contract sa isang big network, di ba? And it's under MTRCB. So, Kuya Boy, you should not curse and you cannot curse. I-edit yun, di ba? But you go on Netflix, Kuya Boy. I still say you should not curse, but you can. Kasi sa Netflix pwede eh. Di ba? So, dun ngayon ang karamihan ng confusion. Dun sa anong gusto mo as an individual mangyari sa court. Pero nako-confuse yung non-lawyers kasi kino-confuse din ng ibang lawyers kung anong pwede at hindi pwedeng gawin ng court. Pero dapat maingay tayo kung anong dapat at hindi dapat gawin ng impeachment court.
Okay. Hihimayin natin lahat yan, Alan. Pero doon muna sa point na ang confusion is largely caused by fake news. Pero pwede rin ako
Or
makonfuse.
circumstance, Kuya Boy. I mean, one factor lang. Kasi remember, Kuya Boy, ilan pa lang ba ang impeachment na umabot sa Senado? Pangatlo pa lang to eh. Diba? So, ang US Constitution is 1789. So, ilang daan taon na. Tayo 1987, pangatlo pa lang to. So, to be fair,
Yung impeachment cases na umabot sa Senado, pangalanan natin, ERAP
for President, diba? Impeachment case na hindi
Corona.
natapos. CJ Corona na natapos.
Okay.
Tapos ngayon, yung kay VP Duterte na nasa Senate.
Okay.
So, pangatlo pa lang, Kuya Boy.
Okay.
So, partly lang yung confusion ay doon sa fake news. Partly din dahil nga hindi pa buo lahat ng doktrina natin tungkol dyan eh. In fact, nung yung impeachment kay President Arroyo, impeachment kay President Erap, impeachment kay Ombudsman Gutierrez, maraming umakyat sa Supreme Court ng mga kaso.
Okay.
So, that's another thing, part ng
At
confusion.
saka ang confusion ang gagaling din sa napakaraming opinion, hindi nang gagaling sa fake news. Nanggagaling sa napakaraming tao na marurunong. Kasi ngayon, free market of ideas tayo, ang dami naming naririnig, ang daming nababasa, so hindi natin hindi namin malaman sino ba kaming
But for example, Kuya Boy, diba, kung idol mo itong dean na to, or idol mo itong former justice, tapos sinabi niya, unconstitutional yan, hindi ka naman abogado. Di lahat na kayo nagsasabing
at
unconstitutional
kung
yan.
saan ang leanings mo.
Nasaan ang leanings mo? Diba? So, tapos sasabihin niya, hold them accountable. Pag dinismiss yan, you're not holding her accountable. So, uulitin mo na yon. That's why nga, hindi ko pinapakiusapan yung madlang public. Diba? Because nga, they also get their information from the legal luminaries. Diba? So, halimbawa, pagka may sinabi akong off-topic, on tangent about artista, about networks, and you tell me, Alam, ganito kasi yan. Kuya Boy, ikaw pinaniniwalaan ko sa ganyan eh. Di ba? Or kung sino man ang barkada ko dyan sa showbiz. So, uulitin ko ngayon. Kung tama, okay. Kung mali, so that's why it gets confusing. Remember, Kuya Boy? We haven't had an impeachment na final mo not only on the last day of the session nung Senado, but also in the middle of an election. Alam mo, sa ordinaryong kaso sa US, di ba? Kasi jury yan. And we're more like a jury than judges. No, why do I say that? Sa Pilipinas kasi, single judge yan eh. MTC, RTC, isang judge. Pagdating mo sa Court of Appeals and then sa Supreme Court, mas marami yan, 3, 5. Unless mag-en bank ka, 15 yan. But kami 23, may abogado, meron hindi abogado. So we're more like a jury. And sa jury sa Amerika, the judge, paalalahanin lang sa'yo kung anong batas. And then kapag ka-toxic masyado yung media at saka yung environment, isi-sequester ka, Kuya Boy, di ba? Ilalagay ka lahat sa isang hotel, walang TV, walang dyaryo, ay hindi ka pwede magbasa para hindi ka bias. So can you imagine, Kuya Boy, mag-i-impeachment ka, gitna ng kampanyahan, alam naman natin ang Pilipino, pag 3 years before, pag midterm, ang iniisip na, 2028. O, alam naman natin, nung inaresto at dinala sa Hague ang dating Pangulo, lalong naging emotional na ngayon. So after that, and then may impeachment, so naghalo-halo talaga, Kuya Boy. So I'm not blaming anyone, I'm just saying, nandito tayo.
Okay, na-mention mo yung final ang articles of impeachment sa Senado, February 5 election. Dito nang gagaling yung akusasyon sa Senado na pinatulog ng Senado ang kasong ito ng ilang buwan. Tama.
Pero Kuya Boy, kung ang trabaho ko ay Monday to Friday, pinadala mo sa akin Friday, delay ba pag sinabi kong Monday na rin?
Pero dito nang gagaling yung
Dito nang
gagaling na hindi patas yung sinasabing pinatulog ng Senado dahil February 5, nag-eleksyon, kaya naging June 2, tapos punto June 11, dahil nga maraming circumstances ang nangyari from February 5 to June 2 and 11.
And I don't blame the idealistic. Dapat inumpisa niya, etc. But kami sa Senado, we have to be both idealistic at practical. For example, if we started it June 2, hindi rin matatapos, Kuya Boy, ng June 29 eh. Diba, if you started June 2, mag-i-issue ka ng summons, 10 days. And then sasagot yung kabila, 5 days. And then pag-convene namin after 15 days, ang unang issue pa muna nun, may jurisdiction ba? Kasi sinasabi nga ng side nila, Vice President Duterte, na mahigit isa ang final in 1 year. By that time, issue naman tatawid ba to sa 20? In the meantime, ilan napaka-importanting national legislation, mga bills, na mabibinbin, na hindi...
So you needed January 2 to January 10 para pagtuunan ng pansin yung mga nakabinbin ng mga bills.
Yeah.
Yun ang dahilan.
To be fair, naging reasonable lahat. Okay. Kasi nga, di ba, dapat sa 11 na kami. Pero nga, ng 9 and 10, nagkaroon na ng mga motion, di ba? But if people were not reasonable on the 10th, hindi namin natapos nung 11.
But that was the intention, Alan.
Yes.
Na pinuspone ng Senado yung June 2 to June 11.
Well, clear kasi sa akin, Kuya Boy, na yun yung intention. But, grabe yung reaction ng media at ng maraming tao.
Na dinidelay.
So, nung 9, pumasok ngayon si Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel at si Deputy Minority Leader si Sen Risa because nakita nila may public clamor, meron So, ngayon na to. Diba? But that was more symbolic, Kuya Boy. Kasi whether you did it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, diba? That's why nga when I came in to say na, ba't na lang natin hindi isole? Hindi ko drenowing. Baka on hindsight, dapat drenowing ko nilagay sa board. But sinabi ko, either way, whether we started on 2, 10, or 11, talagang after SONA talaga ang uupo talaga yung impeachment court.
Okay, ang debate doon.
Alright, yan po ang explanation na portion of the interview of Boy Abunda kay Senator Alan Cayatano po. He explained bakit ang delay, kung kailangan mo o hindi. Now, it's up to you. Do you agree with Senate or Senator Alan Cayetano ang explanation niya or hindi? But anyway, whether we like it or not, we have to wait until after the SONA or the State of the Nation address of Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. come July 28 po. And then dyan po malalaman natin kung ang impeachment ni Inday Sara Duterte will be dismissed or pushed through. Shoutout muna tayo kay Rex Paklar, who is also watching itong NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. Salamat pagi to you, my dear friend. Thank you very much, looking young. Good morning, sabi niya. Anyway, sige lang. Hope to see you one day. Pwede tayo mag-upo-upo and then let's have a cup of coffee and talk about mga issues related sa Pilipinas po, mga Filipinos dito sa Sabah. At the same time siguro, Rex, we can talk about boxing, no? Mahilig itong si Rex sa boxing, Training din siya dito mga Filipino boxers, no? Saka mga locals o mga Sabahans. That's a good job. Shoutout din tayo kay Mary Lou Pintodio, who is watching ang NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. God bless you and salamat pagi to you and to our children also po. So, ingat-ingat lang tayo ngayon, Today is Friday, thanks God it's Friday. So, yun po ang natin. Ang what we have or what I just shown to you po ang footage ng interview kay Senator Alan Cayetano made by commentator, talk show host si Boy Abunda po regarding the issue of impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. And what I said or shown to you earlier, mga footages po, yon na ang Mount Kinabalu. 155 climbers were stranded yesterday morning dyan po sa peak of Mount Kinabalu dahil po sa heavy downpour po. Luckily, and we are very happy that no casualties, nothing happened to them. They were able to descend from the peak dyan po sa Mount Kinabalu hanggang sa National Park po without any injuries. Maganda yun po. And of course, again, I would like to say, mga kababayan ko dito sa Sabah, dito sa Malaysia, as well ang mga friends natin po, no? As well ang mga kaibigan natin dyan sa Pilipinas, mga kababayan natin, mga relatives natin, and OFWs, kung may time kayo po, why don't you come down to Sabah and climb Mount Kinabalu? It's a good experience. Ako po, hindi na pwede po. Hindi na tayo pwede. Si Mrs., si Mary, she climbed, I think, once or twice already po dyan. Kayang-kaya pa sila po. Kasi grupo sila At saka may patience sila to exercise. And yan po, ang nila, mayroon talaga silang yung passion to do mountain climbing po. Sa akin, wala po. Dito na lang tayo sa media work. Sa media work na lang tayo po. So siguro hanggang dito na lang ang programa natin for today. For today po, July 11. And we will continue to monitor ang mga situation dyan sa Pilipinas, dito po sa Sabah. Any breaking news, any news related to the Filipinos, and make sure that you're going to be properly informed. Also, mga ICC updates ni Tatay Digong, ang political scenario, updates dyan po sa Pilipinas po. I would make sure that itong mga kababayan natin dito sa Sabah po, through my program, you will be properly informed. Maybe I will not be the first one to inform you, but definitely, through my program, you will be informed. You will be informed. So with this, I would like to say once again, thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Malaysia, Sabah, the Philippines, God bless us all. And see you again in my next episode. Bye.